Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Sooners will put total weather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it from the gun. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Pulls it in. It's Craver. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the tailback. Hey, knocking down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Grabbed over the middle. It's Craver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Back to throw, it's Reed. Under fire. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Leaves it with the back. There he goes. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Sooners want to move quickly. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The Sooner Schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas, just safely. Go bananas, go crazy, but, don't do too much and don't fall over in your seats.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Looking for a gap, it's Moss. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got a man, it's Concepcion. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Quick completion to the right. Turning it on. Touchdown, Aggie. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Mateer. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. Dumps it off in the flats. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Makes a grab past the marker. Breaks into the open. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen, and a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mateer. He's moving out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Power football with the run. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown Sooners!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
The snap sets up the throw. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion makes it a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Wants to throw. It's Reed. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Shows him the stiff arm. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Ohio and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sooners will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Give to the back. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
Brings up 2nd
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's the handoff. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. They'll give it to him again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback, but when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
The run from the shotgun. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you've got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. The short hand is Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1st and 10 from their own 17.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Caught in the backfield, it's Tate. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Smith. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Looking left. He's got it. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. First play of the period, first down here. To the air, it's Sayin. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. They're working that left side. There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this.
They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you and get to the running back before he gets started.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room, it's Barnes. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those puller's actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job on the defense being hyperactive.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
29 Philly. 2-9.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Inside the 40. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner
looking for the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the point after is good. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. back to pass. It's Mateer. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. We're just about ready to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is, and you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
He had a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. The sure hands, it's Lewis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Barnes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Burks. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Burks. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here. They get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Dances away to buy time. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but
Sneak gets it done.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So the 16-play drive, they're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He'll be out of bounds at the 44-yard line, but the big return has them in striking distance already. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
you want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to the ground game on the left. Turning it on. Touchdown Buckeyes. They've got the lead here in the fourth. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Sategna. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Sooners in the hurry up. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Pickoff, what a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Welcome to Caesars Superdome, home of the Saints, right here in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 11th ranked team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Hoosiers will kick this deep to start us off. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Moves the ball up to the 30.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Breaks loose at the 40. Here he goes. Inside the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
With all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Getting set. Here's second down. And there's the handoff. They'll tackle him out across the 20. Offense needs needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. To throw, it's Mendoza. The sure hands, it's Cooper. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the Hoosiers have first and 10 here. Wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Hemby. He'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Hoosiers pick up enough yardage for a first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Grab behind the line. It's Hemby. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back and loss of yards. Now you're behind the sticks.
Here's the second down play. Looking to throw again. Quick completion to the tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Hemby. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
The offense will go for it here on fourth down and 3. To the air, it's Mendoza. The pass falls incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And now the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. Handoff to the back. He's got room to run. He's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. But, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
Well, they tried to get the counterplay to the edge curve. We've seen this defense show their ability to pursue and fly to the football.
Yeah, they sure can, and they did a nice job on this counterplay. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into the middle of a defense, but they tried to bounce that to the outside, and that gave you an idea of what kind of speed this defense has.
Looking for some space. It's low. Picks up a few yards there, and that's going to wrap up the first. So quick as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. To throw, it's Carr. Grab by the receiver.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Fourth down. No punt. Out of field goal range. They're going for it. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And he'll set up to throw. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The shotgun running play call. Solid gain there. Sets up a 1st and goal at the 7.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
1st and goal, handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second and goal for the offense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. No gain makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on 2nd and goal. Now it's 3rd and goal for the offense.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. 3rd and goal, try to make it on the ground. Pokes up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on 3rd down. Now we got a 4th down situation, and now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice, try to take a chance, and try to come up with a touchdown?
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. With the catch, it's Hemby. Great move in the open field. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
Pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. First down, looking to throw the football. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Look out, he's in the clear. All the way back for a score. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
The QB is the loneliest man in the stadium right now following that dreaded pick 6. For this guy, it's a nightmare in real time. And for the defense, unbridled jubilation.
And he drops back in the gun. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. Brought down at the 29. That's where we'll start the drive. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Looking to throw. It's Carr. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Kick it off to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They were sluggish in the first half, almost completely shut down. Let's see if they can find a spark now coming out of the break. That's reeled in. It's Hemby. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. On the run, it's Hemby. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense facing a third and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision? The pass rush closing in. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8. Hoosiers will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, that one's picked off. Could take it all the way. He's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. Extra point makes the lead 11. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner choosing to field this one. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Offense is back out there on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last two possessions. Looking for the wideout. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Man, just a tough way to start this second half for this offense. You know, when you get together at halftime, you make all the adjustments based on what you learned from the first half. And to come out and throw an interception in the second half, they got to adjust again.
The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. Looking for a gap. It's low. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. It's a toss to the left side. Brought down, but it's enough to convert on third down and set him up first and goal at the 10.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
Here's a handoff on first and goal. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. He fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. He can go. And a big takeaway by the defense on the final play of the quarter. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Ducks will kick it away to start us off. Bringing it out, it's Graham. On the return, it fumbled it. Recovered by the kicking team.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Moves out of the pocket. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
And this quarterback's a threat with his legs, but this defense has clearly done their homework. They're not fooled at all. Good job of pushing him out of bounds for a short loss.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Enough to convert on third there. So first down from the 12 now.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down, they load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back at coming up with that conversion.
Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Dropping back, it's Moore. He's got it near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, the defense took the field. They mean business. First play of the drive, getting after the quarterback for a huge sack and getting him behind the chains. Love to see it.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Trap down the middle. It's Tate. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made in space. Look out. Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. The pass is intercepted. Oh, he's bringing it back. The 20, inside the 10. He's going to take it in. A game-changing play. Touchdown, Oregon. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it fly to the wide out. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field. It's Sayan. Looking deep to the right side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receivers. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. See if the penalty proves costly. 1st down and 15 now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's a quick grab. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
The freshman shows inexperience. Lucky he didn't get intercepted.
Good job of sitting back in zone by this defense. Allows the entire secondary to keep their eyes up and kind of feel the receivers, but recognize when the quarterback releases the ball and then break on it and knock it away. That was perfect technique.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Snags the quick throw. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And as we reach the end of 1, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Sayan. Oh, the pass is picked off. He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Tackles made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. And they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Oh, and another incompletion.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
4th down, the offense will go for it. Looking to pass, it's Moore. A deep shot to the left side. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. He's got it with room to roam. Breaks into the clear. Past the 50. He's past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. Way too much speed in that play.
Chris, this is such a confidence-crushing play for this defense. They had him backed up near their own goal line, and your secondary of all things gets beat downfield, and it's a 98-yard touchdown. That's going to be a hard one to explain for that secondary.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Dropping back. It's Moore. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Whittington.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
He's got it, enough for a first down. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
But this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They keep him off balance with a run. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down after that previous play. Dropping back, it's Moore. Grab down the middle, it's Moore. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete. Offense rolling the dice on this fourth down call. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Moore. Finding some room at the 25. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that first down?
And the Ducks are in the red zone. In the red area, it's Whittington. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Back's got it again. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded to one of the up men. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. The Buckeyes will kick it off to begin the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They get the second half started with their running play. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Receivers are bunched together. Back to throw. It's Moore. Bringing pressure. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Breaks into the open. All the way back for the pick 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Oh, he tried to force it, and it backfires. Heck of a job by the defense of stepping in front of that throw and taking it all the way back for a touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Makes it 2nd and medium. Back to pass. It's Moore. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And it works. The first down to the 35.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Grab behind the line. It's Rodgers. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. On the run here, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. And they get the conversion there. Set up now 1st down at the 38.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
To throw, it's Sayin. Quarterback delivers quickly. A receiver in the screen. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. The Buckeyes will crank up the tempo.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, they get him again.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. And here's the handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
On the move now. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. Heck of a ride through a very competitive first three quarters as we check out some of the stats here. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Caught behind the line. It's Stewart. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
The Ducks pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Hands off to the left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a short gain. So let's see what the play caller likes here on third and short in the plus 27. The back's got it. And no He'll stop him just short of the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
Well, at this point in the game, Chris, you got to think the head coach is thinking more about giving the ball back after the field goal with so much time remaining more than the kick itself. This is a tough call either way.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Back to pass. It's Moore. That's caught. It's Moore. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Touchdown, Oregon. They jump on top now here in the fourth. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. First and 10, not much time left. They need to find the end zone in this possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Fires into the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
The pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to walk through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To the air, it's Sayin. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Back-to-back deep shots. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Pulls it in. It's Benson. Touchdown, Ducks. They connect for 6. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Check this out. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. makes the catch, the ultra-rare fake PAT for 2 points. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Graham. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Caught by the receiver. Great defensive play, tackled quickly. Not much of a gain. Important second down play coming up. Looking for a receiver. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Throws it to the right. It's an out route. The catch made. Enough for a first down at the 37. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it go quickly. He's picked for a third time tonight. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Look out, he's in the clear. At the 10 now. Takes it all the way back for a pick six. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
I can appreciate the aggressive approach by this offense, but it backfires on him, and now you give the opponent a chance to really cut into the lead and come right back and have a chance to win this game.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Lined up in regular kickoff formation here. 2 timeouts, final minute. I'm not sure they've done the math here. Surprised they're not going for the onside kick. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Leaning on the run game here late. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Looking to pass. It's Moore. Grab near the sticks. It's Benson. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a first down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
First down, looking to throw the ball. On the run, he'll let it go. It's a beautiful throw. Hits him in stride.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you'd want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. He's got it in the open. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. Now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal. If they play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. Trying the run, it's Hughes. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. The offense will spend a timeout, just 14 seconds left on the clock. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. Looking to scramble. And the pass is complete to the tight end. A timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. We'll see what the offense dials up here on 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Moore. Defense is coming after him. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So forget the field goal attempt. They'll try to pad the lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, he makes the catch! And he goes out of bounds short of the mark. He didn't get there. Obviously, a high-scoring game here. They just couldn't match the other guys score for score, and they come up short.
Yeah, Chris, I think we knew coming into this one there would be a lot of points scored. It would likely be a back-and-forth type of football game, and it certainly didn't disappoint. But ultimately, that defense just couldn't get the stops that they needed.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.